You also tried to hide the alcohol, which you could go to jail for, so I never recommend you doing that in the future again. Period of 1 year for first refusal, or 18 months for the driving privileges has been previously suspended for refusing to submit to a lawful test of your breath, urine, or blood.
A routine traffic stop in the middle of the night quickly spirals into a legal nightmare for an 18-year-old driver. What started as a simple failure to maintain a lane reveals a car full of minors, hidden alcohol, and a series of choices that could haunt these teens for years. Tonight, we're breaking down a high-stakes encounter where every word spoken to the officers is being recorded. Will she cooperate, or will the weight of the situation lead to a total meltdown? Buckle up, because the drama starts right now.
Good afternoon, Officer Cycle to Daytona Beach Police Department. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing phenomenal. Is there a reason you can't maintain your lane? You crossed over the solid white and the solid yellow.
I'm sorry.
Multiple times. Do you have a driver's license, registration, proof of insurance?
Yes, sir.
70 Central Code for me. Get a second unit. All right. Can I have your driver's license as well, sir?
Yes, sir.
You in the back, same thing.
Sure.
You are?
Okay. All right, everyone step out of the vehicle for me, please. We're going to start with the driver first. Select my vehicle there for me. To the front of my vehicle for me. To the front of my vehicle. Alright, so no one in the vehicle is above the age of 21. There's also push in plain view. You also tried to hide the alcohol, which you could go to jail for, so I never recommend you doing that in the future again. You, ma'am, are going to step over here with me. Casey, you mind killing my overheads and my flashers, please? Alright, ma'am, you got anything to drink tonight? Not one beer, nothing along that line? Alright, so with your driving, you were unable to maintain your lane. You reek of alcohol. Right,
I don't reek of alcohol.
We're gonna be conducting some field sobriety exercises. Are you willing to conduct the exercises? Yes or no?
Do I have to?
But you can say no.
No.
Okay. All right. So you're refusing to conduct field sobriety exercises, correct? Okay. All right. You say you haven't had anything to drink tonight?
No, sir.
All
I
right.
have not.
Are you willing to submit to a sample of your breath? No, you're not? Okay. All right, turn your face that way for me, please. Place your hand behind your back for me. Can someone grab the refusal form for me out of the back of my car so I can read it to her? How old are you, ma'am? 17? 18, okay. Okay. Alright. Well, my partner's gonna grab something that I'm gonna read for you, okay?
Am I going to jail?
I'm gonna read something to you, okay?
Yes, sir, but am I going to jail?
Yes, you are. You have red glassy eyes, your pupils are extremely dilated with consumption of alcohol. You're saying you don't, but you due to my experience, you've drank something tonight. And you're not 21, so you have to blow a .000, or you're considered intoxicated to be behind the wheel. So I'm not going to play the game of, no, I haven't anything to. I'm not going to play that. So I'm going to read you something, and then you can decide what you want to do from there, okay? Because I've been behind you for a long time watching you drive. You guys might want to start calling a ride home.
Wait, let's
After I'm going to tow it.
tow it to where?
Daytona Record Services.
Do you know how long I'm gonna be in jail for?
You can be bonded out in the morning. You're going to have a bond. All right.
Can I get my boyfriend?
Hey, Matt, can you inventory the vehicle before they go into it? Yeah, and then obviously take photos of all the open containers and the stuff in the back and shit like that. Hey, Casey, if you want to stand with her, I'll just grab it. I got it in my folder.
Wait, so I'm going to jail?
Yes, yes.
If you want to just use this, you can get the paper later.
Well, no, that way when I sign it, I read the exact affidavit that's going to be signed. That's
Okay,
to her.
that works.
You just hold on to her for a second. I'll grab the refusal form.
Do they have your parents' number or anything like that? No. Like, so is that who you want to be notified, or? Because you're gonna have a bond. So.
I just think it's dumb because I told him no, he can't search my vehicle and he put handcuffs behind my back, but I didn't even drink tonight.
Okay.
But they drank, but I did not.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm not making the arrest for this.
Can I put my shoes on?
Yeah. Where they at?
In the front seat.
Hey, Matt. Matt, can you just grab her shoes real quick? Yeah.
I'm lucky if I'm inside, it's the right one.
Hey, just stay with her.
Well, I'm going to jail, so it doesn't matter. Literally, I'm going to jail. That's what he said. My dad's gonna...
Alright. I am now requesting that you submit to a lawful test of your breath for the purpose of determining alcohol content. Will you take the test, yes or no?
Do I have to?
If you refuse to take the test I have requested of you, your driving privileges will be suspended for a period of 1 year for first refusal, or 18 months for the driving privileges has been previously suspended for refusing to submit to a lawful test of your breath, urine, or blood. Additionally, if you refuse to take the test I have requested of you, and if your driving privileges have been previously suspended for a refusal to submit to a lawful test of your breath, urine, or blood, you will be committing a misdemeanor in addition to any penalties which can be implied by law. Refusal to submit to the test I have requested of you is admissible into evidence in a criminal proceeding. Do you still refuse to submit to the test? No, so you're going to provide a sample of your breath. Okay, thank you. She's going to search you before I put you in my vehicle.
Charlie 70, Charlie 66. Someone needs you for a PTO, feel free.
I'm gonna search real quick, okay? Just turn around, face the car. Stay just like that. Spread your feet apart.
One time, you use one hand or just...
I have a pad on.
Okay.
Hang on, boss man, don't go back in.
Can you call my dad for me? Put him on the phone.
Okay, I have to call her dad real quick. Alright. Okay. I'm at the row in. Please, just come. Row in. What's his number? 1 second.
I'm cooked. No.
Just stay over there and call.
Yes, sir.
Can you hand the phone over here?
No, stay over there.
Like, right there is
They
good.
can talk to him.
No, hold it right there.
Alright, so last thing we do, I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna shake this out, okay?
Call him again.
Siri, here real quick.
Wait, can I please talk to
1
my
minute,
dad?
sit down. We're gonna, if he answers the phone, yes. Put your feet up inside. There's a step right here that'll help you.
Ow. Ow, my wrist.
When you get to the police department, they'll go in the front. You can use the step if you need it. Call because he'll probably answer. He'll probably answer his daughter's phone call.
Can you open my phone?
What's your passcode?
Give,
Not yet.
open it.
Jump in real quick.
Alright.
Go to call. Go to call.
She can call her dad after.
Yeah.
She can call her dad after. She doesn't
Okay.
make phone calls in my custody.
Alright. Put your feet inside.
Can I give my boyfriend a hug?
No. Put your feet inside.
Hey, I'm sorry. Have you ever been arrested for DUI in the past? Huh? Okay. 707 copy transport. Then I'll be off the radio for BTO. I'm talking to my dispatcher. Huh? No, this is our holding facility. Dispatcher's out by the jail. Slide out for me. Wait right here.
This case is a textbook example of how quickly a private dispute can escalate into a permanent criminal record when crossing state lines. What we just witnessed was the total collapse of a relationship under the weight of schadenfreude, where the pain of the past was weaponized in the present. Let's break down the legal reality of what happened here. The female subject, Kristen, was operating under the assumption that because her boyfriend didn't want to press charges, she was free to go back to North Carolina. This is one of the most common misconceptions in domestic calls. In Florida and many other jurisdictions, domestic battery is a state-filed charge. Once the officers observed physical injuries, specifically the scratches on the male's face, that the decision-making power was stripped from the victim and handed to the state attorney. The officers' hands were legally tied. They are mandated to make an arrest to prevent further violence, regardless of whether the boyfriend claims he scratched himself. The drama here centered on a petty revelation. The boyfriend allegedly hooked up with another woman during a 5-month breakup. While the moral debate about his choices and the ugly descriptions provided by Kristen made for a chaotic scene, they are legally irrelevant. What was relevant was the physical evidence. Under Florida Statute Section 784.03, battery occurs when a person actually and intentionally touches or strikes another person against their will. Those scratches became Exhibit A, transforming a loud argument into a first-degree misdemeanor battery charge. And throughout the interaction, we saw a fascinating psychological tug-of-war. Kristen pivoted between being a good, loyal person and hurling insults, while the boyfriend shifted from threatening to call the police to begging the officers to let her go so they wouldn't ruin their Friday night. It's a cycle of toxicity that police see daily, where the honeymoon phase of a vacation turns into a jail booking in the blink of an eye. The boyfriend's attempts to negotiate with the officers by asking to grab a drink or comparing Florida law to North Carolina law showed a total lack of understanding regarding the gravity of the situation. By the time he realized she was being transported to the 49th Street jail, the vacation was officially over. She now faces a legal process that includes a 12 to 24-hour hold, a bond hearing, and a potential no contact order that could legally bar them from even speaking to each other, meaning that 12-hour drive home just got a lot lonelier. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts in the comments. Was the officer too harsh or was the arrest necessary? Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns and professional body cam analysis. Your support helps us bring more of these warm stories to life.